So this is a remix I did for this house artist. His name is TJR. And he had a single called What's Up Suckaz. So I'm going to play you the original so that way you can know the difference when I play you the actual remix.
Everybody put your hands in the air. What's up, sucker?
Alright, so you get the idea. That's the original.
And those vocals are?
I don't know where those vocals are from,
no?
honestly. It's from, you know, whatever the guy sampled. So what I did is I remixed it into what's a popular thing now. It's called EDM trap. And it's basically trap music mixed with house music, dance music, blah, blah, blah. So this is my version of it. I'll play it and then we'll go back and break it down. I took the original track and I wanted to give it, the original track was at 128 BPM, which is a typical house tempo. So I wanted to speed it up to what's a normal EDM trap tempo, which is anything from like 140 to 155 BPM. So I figured, okay, I needed to chop up the sample in order to, you know, give it that trap feel. So now I gave it a kind of a bounce to it. I want to add hi-hats in there. Yeah. And craft it on top. The next part would be the build-up. So this is the sample from the original track, just sped up to 145 BPM. But at the same time, I didn't want to just like, okay, I sped up the track and didn't add anything to it. What I use is, there's a synthesizer, it's called Doom. It's basically a basic synthesizer. You have 3 oscillators. So this is the sound I added on top of it from the synthesizer that I used. And basically what it's doing, if you can see right here, I programmed it to play certain notes. Like it's playing C, G, G sharp, A sharp. You know, like I programmed what notes I wanted to play for this melody. So right now when I press play, it's playing the actual melody that I want. So for the second half, instead of having the same melody go, what I did was I duplicated the synthesizer. So I made just basically a new version of that same synthesizer that I had, and I sped it up. So it's actually playing the same melody just before, but at double time. So this is normal time, and then this is double time. This is the build-up, so it's giving like more intensity at this point. And then you have the drop. So this is what the drop sounds like. So the original melody is there. So every time every time that plays, what I did was I cut the individual notes. So I had and I had 6 notes. So I would play it out in my own melody, and it would be the remix. So I added layers into it to kind of give it its own feel. And then under that you add in the sub bass, which is the 808 bass, the bass kick that gives it its whole like feel. Yeah. And this music is all bass heavy, so it's like the more bass the better, you know? It gives it that whole feel. And then the whole thing is
Question, do you touch every one of those buttons?
What, on the screen?
Oh no, on this.
Oh,
on this board.
This board? Nah, I don't. I couldn't even tell you how to use this.
Like,
It's not my job. My job is to make the music.
So what
His
is-
job
yeah,
is
it's the
for
same
the
thing.
board. But it's basically, I mean, it's basically the same thing. What it is like, all right, I'll show you.
just the analog version.
Kind of, I mean, this board is digital, right? Yeah, it's a digital board. So basically what you're seeing right here is the same thing that you're seeing right here. So this is one channel that links to a sound. And this is the fader that brings it up and down for volume. This has like its own individual like EQs, and you can sync different things. Like I can tell this knob to do a specific thing. In here, like I have certain sounds, and like this channel, let's say channel 14, I put an EQ on it. And an EQ is basically all the frequencies of the sound. I figure out which frequencies I want to hear, what I don't want to hear, what I want to bring out, what I don't want to bring out. This one, for instance, for some reason I rolled off anything under here, which is like anything from lows and mids. I didn't want to hear anything in the low and the mids. I only wanted the high part of the actual song. So that's what I kept for this channel. But you can do the same thing on this board. Like I can sync this to this and control it from there. You know, and with different programs too, it's all the same thing, you know?
For the most part, that's a giant mouse.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean that's really what it is, you know.
So it's huge.
So I mean it's gotten to that point where, you know, like
It's like a Tory kind of.
it's not necessary, but it's actually cool to have.
Really?
You know, it is. You know, I mean I've been telling them before, but like I've been doing this since I was 15. I'm 31, so like I've been using the same program since it was like first developed. Like it's advanced now, but you know, like when it was first developed, it was literally like one screen. I couldn't do anything else. So I know the ins and outs from using it from then until now, you know? A lot of people don't have that luxury, you know? So like they take longer to make music, but to me, I mean, for what I do, it's really easy. I mean, we all call it trap, you know, but like the thing is like, all right, EDM, they separate themselves from the actual world. They don't really, you know, that my engineer, like he knows. It's just that, you know, like they think the world doesn't exist and music doesn't exist outside of it. Like we all, if you're a hip hop head, you know trap music is like DJ Screw, Mike Jones, Pump Bun B, and you know Pimp C. You know, like that's trap music. But the thing is, like EDM, kind of like they started making beats that were like tramp sounds, and they were like, yeah, this is real trap, and it's just like this has already been done like years ago. Like you know, like it was a thing that it was just like everybody was kind of like feeling like they invented it. And it was something that's, you know, I'm a hip hop head and I come from hip hop before any of this electronic stuff. So it's like, to me, it was like kind of like offensive in the beginning. You know, it's just like, you know, like you're not doing anything that hasn't been done already. So I call it EDM trap because it's not trap, you know, it's totally different. You know, it's just, we're just infusing the electronic sounds